Hey, this is CeoTrades, where money works for you. We're looking at different crypto in the world of trading and seeing where would I invest $1,000 today. Now, I am not your financial advisor. Always seek the help of a professional in order to make the best decisions for you. But in reference to my own take on this is how I would take a look at this. Number one is I'd look at some of the coins. You don't have to know every single one of them. There has to be a reason why you're looking at some of these. If we go into a software called CoinMarketCap, you'll be able to determine which coins might be better for you, because sometimes you just can't tell what is right, what is wrong. Now, FTX has been in the news, and we know that this token has not done greatly. However, it's trending right now. What are the trending cryptocurrencies on CoinMarket? These are trending. Now, in reference to volume, we see 175 million have been traded on FTX. Amazing, right? It's at $1.40. It's going down in the last 7 days, 93.65%. In the last 30 days, almost 94%. Solana is also down 53%. It's at 1374. I was getting ready to jump into this long at 29, and then it went up to 32, and it came sharply down, and I got out. I lost $50. These are some of the ones I'm looking at. For long-term, Dogecoin, which is pretty good as well. It's at 8 cents right now. It seems to be holding, although will it hold for the long term? Those are the big questions. BTC, Bitcoin, 48 billion volume traded. Now, this is not in order here. It's just in order of what's trending, but it's not in order of the volume traded. Usually, Bitcoin is one of the highest traded in volume, and I like to look at it in reference to that. Now, Tether, 64 billion, meaning a lot of people are going into safe mode, putting them at the dollar value because they're worried on what to do with money. Other people are going and putting it into cold wallets, and keeping them for safekeeping, like Bitcoin. That has been happening at about 103,000 Bitcoin a month. That is amazing. This is according to news that I've read. Ethereum is at 1221 right now. It's at 14 billion traded in the last 24 hours, and that's not bad. Although you can see here that in reference to what's been traded the most, Tether is number one, Bitcoin is number two, Ethereum is number three. We go down the list, and you'll see Dogecoin and Solana are up in here. Tron Tron right here, TRX is also another one that's been traded heavily. Polygon Matic and Axie, AXS, is another one, 273 million. You can see these. Now, what I do with these, I go back to my charts, and I'm just looking at this software here. Give me a second so that I can share with you. And in reference to here, how do we look at this chart? You can see that Bitcoin has had its lows of 15,000 several days ago, about 3 or 4, 5 days ago, at 15,000 and change. And it went right back into that 15, a little bit higher, and then now it's a little bit higher low, so 3 higher lows. That's promising. However, is this the bottom? This is the question: has the market started to recover? No, it's not in recovery mode. It's still on a downtrend. So expect this to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride still yet. But Bitcoin for long term, it's a good investment right now. Even if it falls to 9,000, it's still a good investment, because on the long run, it's going to get up to the 60,000 level, if not 100,000 or more. This one is a good long term. Ethereum is at 1231 right now, and this has a very similar move to Bitcoin. I'd say that one is also a good one to grab on for longer term. Solana is also a good one for longer term, although this one seems to be in a bit more consolidating path. It has a higher low 3 times, just like the other ones. But how would I invest $1,000 into each of these? And you can take 3,000, put it in Bitcoin. 2,000, put it in Ethereum. If you have 1,000, you break it down where 300 would go to Bitcoin, 200 would go to Ethereum, and 100 would go to Solana, or vice versa, and so on. You pick 3 out of these 8 here. These are all pretty good. APT is probably on a very similar path. You can see a similar path, higher lows. KCS, which is software we're using on KuCoin, the coin, is also pretty good. And this one has actually increased in the last several days pretty good, a good what, 30 to 40% increase. That's very good on KCS. I like KCS for the long term. Suku has had an immense roller coaster ride. You can make money, you can lose money. You've got to be in it to win it, and just take gains once it gets to 20%, just like it did in the last 24 hours. Take gains because it'll go right back down. Crow from the crypto.com. This one's also very similar to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, although this has had also a 20% gain in the last 24 hours. Very good. And Dogecoin in the last 24 hours, or it's actually very similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. These are all good for me. I've been watching these. These are not what I would like you to consider, but you should do your own due diligence and find out what's investing wise best for you, because what is right for me might not be right for you. And these are some of the ones I look on a regular basis. Some of them I might change, but they're on my mind regularly because I want to keep on track of them and seeing how they're doing, whether I will take them for the long term, for the short term, or just the interim, meaning like a swing trade or something like that. If you want to double your bank account, why don't you invest in your knowledge account so your money market account will grow multiplied? Until tomorrow, we'll look at another session of the stock investing world, stock and crypto world.